Our Toro Groundsmaster 345 gas with a Ford engine has no spark. Any ideas that we can try? We have replaced the electronic ignition. The spark is not getting to the ignition. I was driving along mowing when it quit. It turns over fine. It had quit 2 times the week before but started again. All screens and filters have been cleaned.
Greetings, my name is isXXXXX and I am here to help the best I can. My goal is 100% satisfaction. Let's get started. I am not a Ford engine expert, but the problem you are describing sounds like one that you would experience if there is a problem with the safety switch under the seat. That is grounding the coil out. The problem can be with a loose wire or if the wire to the switch is frayed and touching the frame anywhere along the wire where the insulation is not present. If the safety switch is not getting pressed down all the way, this would also happen. As if the switch had come out of its mount somehow or a bracket or mount had been bent. Sometimes the switches go bad to the point where they must be pressed too hard to engage and a person is just not heavy enough to press the switch. Kind of like when a child sits in the front seat of a car with an airbag sensor. Except, if the switch is not working, there will be no spark because the coil is grounded out. Having said this, I do not know if the 345 has a safety switch under the seat, but it sounded too familiar not to comment on. I will opt out in case another expert has a totally different answer that will explain your problem. Our chat has ended, but you can still continue to ask me questions here until you are satisfied with your answer. Come back to this page to view our conversation and any other new information. What happens now? Or, you can reply to me using the box below. James W. 41075.4213127662. Here is an 84-page troubleshooting guide for your unit. http://www.toro.com/customer-care/commercial/education/pdf/96904sl.pdf. It may shed some light on this problem, or perhaps be of use in the future for other problems. Your unit has a temperature shutoff. Make sure that it is not defective and not shorting out the coil. There is also a temperature relay that may be defective and grounding out the coil, so no spark. Page 56 shows an electrical diagram. Page 58 shows the safety interlock circuit diagram. This diagram verifies that there is in fact a seat switch that will shut the engine off if you get off the seat when mowing or driving if there is a problem, as I described earlier. There is an oil pressure sending unit, but I cannot tell 100% sure if it just buzzes when low on oil pressure and lights a light or whether it can short the coil. Might be worth a look. Page 59 starts safety interlock troubleshooting. http://www.toro.com/customer-care/commercial/education/pdf/92801sl.pdf. It also includes parts of the Ford engine service manual which may be helpful. The electrical section starting on page 61 should be quite helpful. It includes information on testing and repairs of all the problems that I had previously mentioned and which are not solved in the troubleshooting manual. James W. 41075.4465216088.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.